Hello, I'm trying to see if I'm live or not. So I have my iPad here and I don't see. Oh, here I am. Okay, yes, I am live. Perfect. Okay, how are you? Okay, so um, I decided to go live. I haven't done this in a while. It's been a couple of months since I went live. And actually, last time I went live, I made this uh, quilt as you go piece of fabric using waterproof canvas. And it's been a couple of months. Since then, I've done a lot of things. I made a brand new collection. I made these GG Duo pouches. They're live right now on my store. You know, like open them like this. And I'm actually working on the pattern, writing the instructions for these. Um, they're in three sizes. But it took me a good couple of months just to be able to come up with these and have them in like the right size, the right everything. Um, so I know looks a little messy. Sorry, but okay. Let me see. I have my okay. Perfect. And okay, so those were officially launched last month, September 22nd. I cannot believe it's been a month and it truly feels like it's been longer. And so I started making these for the sample, like for not the sample, for the pattern instructions, how to teach you, like if you want to get the pattern. And I made this one too, like look, with the tabs on the side instead of the tab like as a flap. So I don't know. I don't know. Which one do you like best? Let me know. This with a flap or with the tabs here on the side. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm a little bit congested, and it's because I've been through some strong allergies. Like, my goodness. My mom had COVID. We went through two hurricanes that kind of went through me. Like, I'm in Northeast Florida, so we didn't get the hurricane like full blown, but it still affects everything with the weather, the electricity, the blah blah blah. So it's been a lot. But I want to be able to at least go live once a month. My idea is like the third Thursday of every month and kind of do a project together and get an update on what I've been doing, and whatever else you want us to try. If you want me to make a project, if you want something that you want me to test for you and do a tutorial. Um, Hello, hi, how are you? You're in Michigan. It's getting cold. It's getting cold over there, isn't it? This is the time of year that is beautiful to be up north because, weather changes. It's so pretty. Um, but then it gets so cold. I used to live in Chicago, so I know. Oh, but anyway, so yeah, I mean, if there's a pattern out there that you want to try and you want me to do a tutorial, just let me know. But right now, like I mentioned, I'm working on the pattern instructions for this pouch, and it's super cute because it's like two pouches in one. You have the zipper here opens flat, and then it doesn't connect. It stops right there, and then the other one stops right there. You can see everything. So this is a pretty neat pouch. And I am making one for the instructions using this fabric. Now, this fabric. Oh, look at this fabric. Tell me if this is not a beautiful piece of fabric. Um, this fabric actually you cannot find anywhere because this I came up with this design and I had it printed. Um, this company, it's a United States based company. They're in Philadelphia, I think, and they print the designs on the fabric. This is cotton, the Kona cotton, and it is such a high quality quilting cotton fabric. I mean, it is. I wish you could feel it. It just feels sturdy. It doesn't feel flimsy like other cottons, and this is a really pretty fabric. So I started cutting it, and I'm going to make the large pouch for the pattern instructions that I'm writing. And so as I was doing that, um, the pattern, the large pattern is this big. It's pretty big, okay? And because I joined it, because this is half of the pattern and then this is the other half, now it's like super long. And I'm really having a hard time storing this. I don't have a place like a bag or something where I can put them inside and, keep it in the storage, in a drawer. Um, and I want to be able to have the pattern with all the fabric inside in one place. So like a work in progress bag or pouch. Um, so that's what I decided I wanted to make today. And I said, well, let me go online live and make it. And then maybe have a conversation with some of you. Okay, so let's this is what we're going to do. Because let me show you. This is how I've been keeping it in like little Ziploc bags. And there's nothing wrong with a Ziploc bag. But eventually they, start breaking or and they're not as big. Like this is the biggest one. This is the 1 gallon. And this doesn't fit here. It just doesn't fit. Unless I have half of the pattern, the half. But I like to keep both sides so that I can measure my entire fabric, everything. And I have a video where I show you how I extended the pattern and how I use these plastic sheets for all that. If you want to check it out, I'll tag it when I'm done with this video. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. So something else that I decided to do was that a few months ago, I made this piece of fabric here on a live, the Quilt As You Go, using waterproof canvas. And this was the end result of that. This piece of fabric here using waterproof canvas, Quilt As You Go. And I've been keeping it in the shelf for 2 months now. And so I said, I'm just going to use it. Maybe. I don't know. Depends. What do you think? I don't know. I have some ideas for it, but just haven't gotten to it. Okay. Sorry, guys. This is very not planned. I did not plan. I came here with like an idea. This is what I'm going to do, and I don't know. I tried uploading this live video 4 times before it even went live. So it's been an afternoon. Okay. So I'm gonna flip my camera. I'm gonna show you the cutting table and see if we can make this pouch today. I am not going to add zipper to this pouch. This is a very, very basic, beginner-friendly pouch. I am going to use some scrap fabric that I still have from the waterproof canvas, this little strips of fabric. If you have scrap material, you can just make a lone strip. Doesn't have to be on bias, but if you have bias, you know, whatever. You just need like a lone strip of fabric, like a lot of it. I'm going to use some plastic snaps to close it because I'm not using zipper. And I'm definitely going to use some clear vinyl. I have so much of this clear vinyl everywhere. And I had already cut it in rolls like this a while back. So I just need to find something to make with this, all of these. I have tons of rolls. So that's why I'm thinking that I'm going to make the pouch with clear vinyl on both sides, front and back, instead of using this. Because for this, I just realized, you know, you have the batting here, so I will have to kind of cover it with another piece of fabric to cover the batting, and then add the front. And I don't know. Will you do that another day? Okay. So, what do we have? I am going to flip the camera and then start showing you what we're doing. Okay, so I'm gonna put this aside for now. These are all my scrap fabrics that I have for with the waterproof canvas. I still have all of this after making that quilt as you go fabric. It's just so much, and I still have like other pieces that I haven't even cut in little strips of fabric. I really need help on knowing what to make with all of this. But for now, let's put it aside and let's measure this. Let me turn on the light. Kind of dark in here. Oh, there you go. Okay, so my ruler. Well, first things first. Here are the patterns, and this pattern has 3 sizes, right? This is the pattern for the GG pouch, for this pouch. And this is the medium. Okay, this is the large, medium, and the small one. Okay, these are the GG pouches. And these are the patterns for the GG pouches. So I'm gonna use the large one as the main one, the measurement, because it's the biggest one. So the total measurement for this pattern is about 16 inches long by approximately 12 wide. So if I want to make sure I have enough material width-wise, because if I add more things to it, not just the pattern pieces, but fabric, zippers, etc., I want to make sure that the pouch actually expands. So I think the width here is good, all that amount. And the width for this is 18 inches. Okay, 18 inches. And then for the length, I do have, about an inch, maybe a 2 inches difference here. So that I can have room for this to move up or whatever. So 2 inches and about 2 inches on the bottom. I'm making it really, really big. Okay. And that is 20. So 20 inches long by 18 inches wide. It's a big pouch. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut that. Where's my rotary cutter? Oh, there it is. So I'm gonna cut 2 of these. I like to put these pieces of tape because they help keep the vinyl, in place or whatever when you're rolling it. But sometimes they get stuck really good and it's not such a good idea. Okay, I'm eyeballing this. Okay, it's not perfect. Oops. Oh man. Okay. Okay, that's it. This is gonna be huge. I don't know. Oh my gosh, maybe it's too big. Oh no. That's quite a bit. Maybe it's too big. I mean, even if I do it this way, I still have enough on both sides, and I still have all this extra material here. What do you think? Huh. I don't know. Okay. I'm going to stick with a plan. So now let me get about some of this fabric, and I'm going to kind of measure it like this. Yeah, it fits. Now I don't have the same color per se. I mean, I can get really creative and just make them in different colors, but it looks like I have a lot of this hot pink. Oh no, this is stitched together. Okay. Some of it I already have folded, but that's stuck. I think I'm gonna do the pink. Maybe I'll do the blue here. No. Oh, look at all this blue. Wow, I have plenty of this one. Okay, let's use this one. Whoa, that's a lot of blue waterproof canvas. Okay, let's do that one. Let me just put this aside. Okay, some of it is pretty wide, and I could fold it and fold it again like fourth like this, but the beauty of waterproof canvas is that you don't really need to fold it that way because it's not going to fray, right? It doesn't fray. But a lot of these are already, they're thick like that. Except for this one is kind of thin. I wanted just to fold it in half like that and join it. So this one is not long enough, not long enough. I mean, I can join them, but oh, this one's long. Okay, this one can work for one side. Another side. Okay, let's see. I mean, I have a long side here, and I can cut it. I can trim it. And I can use a little one like this for the handle because I'm planning on adding a handle to this. So, okay. Okay, let's see what we have here. So I am going to trim this huge strip I have here. Because that is going to help me. I want it to be as long as possible. And 1 inch is more than enough. I don't know if I need it longer than an inch. Where's my ruler? This is kind of skinny. Okay. All right, I think this will be enough for now. I think my husband just got home. Okay, so here are my wonder clips. And I'm just going to pick a side that is going to be open. And that is the side actually that I'm going to bind first. And because I have to bind them individually. you know, one and then the other one, because then the other three sides, I'm going to bind both pieces of the clear vinyl together. So I'm trying to see if I have a very long one, because I want to have enough material that I can fold this and kind of turn it into a handle so that I can hang it in the closet, on a chair, whatever, on a hook, on the door, whatever. So either I have a very long one that I can then fold here, or I can just stitch two together like that and make it longer. So maybe I can turn this one into a, yeah, I'm gonna have to stitch some of these together. This one's long. Oh, or, okay, no, this is what I'm going to do. Even better.
Hello.
I'm live. Hello. This one is pretty long for a side, the bottom, so I can probably cut that one. Okay. I'm gonna leave these outside just in case I need them. The rest I'm gonna put away. I don't think I need anymore. So I'm just going to fold these in half. And take one side and just place them along the edge of this. The good thing about this project that is, even though you're using clear vinyl, you are not going to be stitching over the clear vinyl. Only, you're going to only be stitching over the binding. So if you don't have a Teflon foot, it's fine, because it most likely will not touch the vinyl, your foot. Okay, so that's one side, that's my top, and then I'm just going to do the same with the other top. I'm going to cut this in half. Here's the other one. And you can make this any size you want, so you can just make them for any of your pattern projects. If you have big patterns for like a duffel bag or book bag, things like that, then just make it as big as you want to fit your pattern and the fabric that you're using. So for the top here, I don't want any leftover fabric sticking out, so I'm just going to trim that off. So that's one, and here's the other. Okay, so I'm taking this to the sewing machine right now, and we're going to stitch it in place. I'm actually going to stitch them on both top and bottom, top edge and bottom edge. Okay, so let's do that. And let me move this away. Move the camera to where the sewing machine is. I still have a Teflon foot here just because I always have it. It's not, I don't know, I always have it. I almost don't change it. That's like my go-to foot. But, I mean, like I said, you don't really need it because as you can see, I'm stitching, let me see what I'm doing. I'm stitching over the binding. The stitch length for clear vinyl, you want it to be 4 inches, 4 millimeters, sorry, not 4 inches. Sorry, okay. So I'm just going to continue stitching on the bottom. So I leave my needle down, I lift my presser foot, turn my fabric, stitch down maybe 2 more stitches, and do the same. When I leave the needle down, helps keep the fabric in place. And I'm back stitching. I back stitch 1. Okay, I am making a bag that is to hold the patterns and like a work in progress bag, so that you can hold the pattern in any of the material that you're using for that bag or whatever it is that you're making. And you can make it any size you want. So I'm making this one really big. I don't even know if I should have made it this big, but that's what I did. Okay, so this is how it looks. Okay, the stitch lines on the top and on the bottom. And I added the binding to the top part of the pouch first. So this is one side, and now I'm gonna grab the other one. And I start, it doesn't matter where you start really. I start on the top, but you can start at the bottom and then go to the top. It really is up to you. It's just very bulky. That's all. Okay, so here it is. I have both kind of front and bottom, and this is the top part, okay? So now I'm just going to continue to do the same, but adding the binding to both pieces of vinyl together on all four sides. Actually, I'm gonna bring the pieces of binding that we cut together. I'm gonna bring them over here. That way I can have them ready with me if I need to stitch them, if I need to join them, if I need to do whatever. It's already done. And then we'll go back to the table when it's time to add the snap. Okay. So, okay, here we go. It's kind of big. This is big. But one thing you want to do is decide which side of this you're going to leave the little handle. Because I'm going to join these, but my binding is going to be a little bit long on one of these sides because I'm going to add a snap so that I can hook this anywhere I want to. So if you have a closet where you store your patterns or you store all the things that your work in progress, you have something to hang it. So I am going to start on one side, and I just need to make sure I have enough material to have that little handle at the end. So I'm just going to start here on this side. And again, when I start, I don't, I'm only doing the handle on one side. So the side here that I'm starting is not going to be the side with a handle. So I'm just going to leave a little piece of my fabric sticking out, and I'll just fold it like this and like this so that it's not a raw edge. Okay. Before I do that, I kind of want to join them with my Wonder Clips. So they don't slide around. So I'm getting here to the corner, and when I get to the corner, I'm just going to kind of fold my binding a square shape like that. So I just get to that very edge, and then I'm just gonna continue. So when I get to the very edge and I kind of continue like this, the fabric will automatically create that V, okay, for the corner. So just continue. Let me move this way. This is definitely a beginner-friendly project. If you want to learn how to sew, or you're trying to teach someone how to sew, I think this is a great little project that will actually help them keep their things organized. So I think it's a good project. So see, when you get to that edge here, all you do is fold the fabric flat again against the other side of the square, and then you just fold it, and it creates that perfect corner. That's all you have to do. You see? It's that perfect corner right there. So this piece of binding is coming to an end. And again, the beauty of waterproof canvas is that it can overlap. It won't fray. So you don't really have to join it. Now, if you want to join them, stitch them together, you know, right sides together, stitch them like that, and then continue, you can. But this is for personal use. So I'm not really, you know, too concerned about the fine, you know, that it looks perfect. I'm just going to put this little piece over this, and that does it. That will do it. It's not going to fray. It's not going to be a problem. And we just continue. And I make sure I have a piece that is long enough that it will go past the end here, because I am going to use this end as my handle. I don't have a big table here for my sewing machine, so it's kind of uncomfortable. But okay. Okay, so I made it to the end, and I am going to continue folding the leftover piece of binding here. And this piece is about 7 inches, 7.5 inches long. It's plenty. You don't want it to be too short though, because you want to be able to, if you need to put this over a handle or a closet rod or something like that, those are a little wide. So you want to make sure that you have enough handle long enough that, you know, to fit whatever. But I think that's plenty. And so I'm going to continue folding this, because I want this to be, I want to stitch this. Okie dokie. So, where should I start? I'm going to start with that other corner, this corner. And the reason for that is because I don't want to start at this corner. I want this corner to look even, to like when I finish stitching here and go across and down. I want it to look nice. Am I on the camera? But okay. And we're going to do this exact same thing. We're going to stitch this twice. We're going to stitch it along the edge and then towards the inside of the binding. And I back stitch a couple of times and I keep going. Ooh, so I wonder if you can see it probably better here. Let's see. Yeah, that looks like it will be better. Right? Okay. It's not very bright, but okay, there you go. Here, I'm just gonna keep the fabric. Okay, so leaving the needle down, I lift the presser foot and I turn my fabric, lower the presser foot and keep going. Oops, uh-oh. Got distracted and I didn't see. Okay. Okay, so here's the part where I'm getting closer to the edge here. And I want to continue. Right? I'm just going to continue with the handle. when I get to the very edge, I do the same thing. I stop stitching, keeping the needle down. I stitch a couple of stitches, and then I continue doing the same thing all the way down. And you want to do this, you want to do both sides, because as you can see here, I missed this all completely. I missed it. I missed that entire side here when I got distracted looking somewhere else. Oh man, okay, it's fine. I'm just, again, if this was for like, I don't know, somebody else, I would like I will have to rip this and start again. And because it's clear vinyl, you can't really stitch over it a lot of times. So I'm just going to kind of get this under the binding as much as I can in there. Oh man, okay, this is life, no doubt. Oh my goodness, how did I miss this? Okay, I'm gonna have to restitch all this. Man, I hate when that happens. But it happens to all of us. I am no exception to the rule. I wish I was, but I'm not. And I just noticed that my bobbin thread is going to end at any moment. And the reason why I know is because this color is really dark, but then it started to be lighter on this end, and that's because when I wind my bobbin, because I cannot see the bobbin when it's running out of thread, I wind the one color first, and then I, for a little bit, and then I stop it, and then I join another thread of the color that I really want. And so when I'm stitching, if I notice that my bobbin thread kind of changed colors, then I know it's about time to change the bobbin. But I'm going to continue this, I like to live on the edge. And not really. But I'm just going to continue. I'm just going to continue because I want to finish this. This wasn't a project that I'm like, I have to, This was more like, my desk is looking crazy. I need a place to put this pattern. So I'm just going to make this real quick. This is not for like to sell or for someone or a collection or a pattern that I'm making for. No, this is for personal, strictly personal use. And my bobbin, I know, will end at any moment, but I'll keep on going until it is no more. I think I have a bobbin somewhere with thread. Okay, so I'm continuing, okay, all the way down now. And I gotta see if I find that bobbin. you see that? Okay. Mm. Okay, let me move this over here. Yep, the bobbin is right there. I see it. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna get to the very end of this corner and I'm gonna change the bobbin because I know it's going to run out at any moment. Yep, see, that trick really works because look, I knew it. Oh my God, that's great. I didn't have to stitch on air for a while before realizing that I didn't have a bobbin. Well, I didn't have thread in my bobbin. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Oh man, okay. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Okay, so this is a little uncomfortable because it's such a big pouch, but it's okay. Okay. Okay, almost done. And now then, once we're done with this, we can add the snaps. I think this clear vinyl doesn't really get damaged with all this wrinkling. Okay, wow. Okay. Now let's move on to the other table so that we can add the magnetic snaps. And we should be done soon. Okay, so okay. The magnetic snaps, where are they? So here's the pouch, okay? Here they are. And the patterns, okay. I use this plastic magnetic snaps. I also have the cam snap, but for this project, these work. here's the thing to set them. And I have my hole puncher here. So I'm going to need, I'm thinking three. Yeah, three will be good. And I'm going to use this color. And I'm going to put them aside here. And the dies are already there. This is really, really simple. The first thing though I'm going to do is maybe put two of the snaps here, and two because this thing is so big, okay? If it was a smaller one, just one snap will do. But, and I tell you, you can make this in so many sizes. I used to make these just like it for the masks during COVID, and also for travel, like to put my travel size toiletries. I have tons. I still use those for travel. Yeah, I still do. Okay. Okay, let's see. So we have one. Okay, there's one. Two. And three. Okay, so you need two covers. You need a, what's it called? A stud, I think it's called, and a socket, or the male and female, and two covers. And again, you can be as precise as you want to, or you can just eyeball it like I'm getting ready to do. And I'm just gonna put them like right here. That looks good. I'm just gonna hole punch it, both layers at the same time. That way it's as even as possible. There. And one right here. And then the other one is for the little handle. And for this one, I'm just going to fold it like this. And I'm just going to hole punch it at about a ½ inch from the edge. You want to have some room to lift it, right? So your finger can grab it. So maybe more than a ½ inch, maybe 3/4 inch. So here's good. Okay. Perfect. Let's put this aside. And now let's add the snaps. How do I do this again? Okay. So for this one, you know, if when it's closed, it looks like this. So I want my cap to be on the outside, so the exterior. And then one of this. And press it. Okay. And then the other one to be out here. Oh man, it didn't. Okay. It's this one. Could be better, but yeah, I didn't put it right in the center as I should have. But it opens and closes. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, so, and then for this, so why do I have an extra one of this? So I have two, I have this one and this one. Oh, okay, okay, I'm good. Okay, that closes. Yay! Oh my gosh, believe me, I'm like doing this. There's no measurements. I'm eyeballing the whole thing. Um, I guess I usually don't do it like this, but it's one of those things that you just want to get done fast because it's like, yeah, this is, it just is going to fulfill one purpose and one purpose only. And you're like, yeah, it doesn't have to be cute and perfect. It just needs to be functional. And I like to put my little rubber band here again. Okay. There are my patterns. And they all should fit in here with no problem. Yes, they all do. The flaps, they fit in there, perfect. And some of the fabrics that I've cut for this pattern, where's the other? Yeah, right there. They all fit in there, perfect. And what else fits in here? And here's another one that I cut, some of the tools that I use to make them more. So I have them here, they go in there, perfect. The materials, perfect. And I just snap them closed. And if I need to hang them, I can just hang them in a closet somewhere, and because it has the handle. Okay. Guys, we did it. I don't know how long this took, but oh, it's actually pretty cool. Look at this. Look at my mess. But look, I have everything. It's in there, everything, and then I can just hang it on the closet, on a rod somewhere, on a hook. It doesn't matter, but everything is inside. All the patterns, 2, 3 piece. I mean, and I have room for more. So definitely a quick project that you can make to keep your work in project bags, things organized, and that everything is where it's supposed to be. So let me know if that's something that you are going to be making. I would love to see what you do, what you make. If you have any questions for me about this pattern or any other patterns or any other videos, let me know. And again, I will try to do this again next month, uh, the third Thursday of the month. And it was so nice to see you all. And I will see you in the next video. Ciao.